At Odnasan, we deeply value village and community culture as the foundation of our engagement. We take the time to listen, learn, and understand the people we work with, their traditions, joy, challenges, and grievances, so that our efforts are rooted in mutual respect and genuine partnership. During his time in Uganda, Kevin Best visited a small lakeshore village in Mayuge, where a cherished friend of both Odnasan and Agerigere resides.
No, we do both. We do both. It's incremental. So if we start with the data collection in the community, and one of the things that will emerge from that is asset mapping in the community. Where there's capacity, where's the strength, what are the traditions, what are the, I don't know your community.
No. I think I understand.
Thank you.
From when you explained that,
Yeah.
I realized that maybe
So no, that's fine. So,
moving too fast.
no, you're not moving too fast conceptually. The financial strength of the community will emerge. The variable expressions of strength of your community will emerge from the data collection. Then I can say, look, bloom, here's the strength. Here's a subject matter expertise strength. Here's a land-based strength. Here's a labor strength. Here's these elements, right? And so the value adding. So at the end of the day, this won't take long. Once you collect the data, if we start to put our heads together, we can do this very quickly. I want to see the dollar figures that help to make the community self-sufficient at a subsistence level on an economic basis first, right? Because then immediately, the conversation, concurrently, you've got the regional conversation, because what you just talked about is not one community. So in your pod, how many adjacent communities would be your next organic level of cluster up from your village along the water? Fishing communities.
5.
5.
For example, I've yet to go. I will also be able to talk with the clan leader today. We are going to meet him.
So if we take fish farming, but the other aspect is I want to slow down, I'll come back to that in a second, but aquaculture as an income enterprise amongst the 5 people, the 5 communities, right? Yeah, yes to that. That's a whole conversation unto itself, right? Before we do that, put your first life jacket on yourself. So we go back to the community level and we understand at a laboratory scale botanical sewage treatment and circular economy for the village, which you don't currently understand. We need to understand how we're going to, this is not going to be done in the traditional model. It'll be done in a very highly progressive, ecologically integrated economic model that very few people know about, right? And so we know how to get to this. We know the thinking to do this, but we need to start with the knowledge base and build up the model at the village level first, which immediately brings immediate benefits to the village, and you don't have to wait for a long-term economic project where the benefits don't flow to the community soon enough. I want them with product to take to market as soon as possible.
Yeah.
How do we take care of their food needs and with enough surplus to do value adding, right? And be able to start to create a cash economy associated with their own self-sufficient food economy.
Yes.
That's got to be the first goal.
I told you before that every time I've had these conversations, I get greater perspective to what exactly is going on. And that I know that at a certain time you've put in frustrated me for being very insistent.
So yes to all of those things. And I'm going to interrupt you just because I don't want to be rude and I want to be, but let me just say, take Water Plus, but we have a community and we have Kampala. So it's a good pause point, because take Water Plus, right? And yes, take it as a brand, and then the conversation we will have now is Water Plus. Water is the organizing principle of the Great Lakes. Water is the organizing principle. So water and fire, electricity and water. So Water Plus, and in the unified utility context. it helps to act as a balance thematically to the fire conversation that I'm doing in North America, right? Yes, yes, yes. Yes to everything you're saying, but can I see them? Do we have that brainstorming ideas? Has it captured?
Yes.
Then that's
Except that I've been changing. That's why it's not a team writing.
right.
Because it's been changing as we have deep conversations. But now that this is all now in context, it's possible to write separately about each, and also at the same time while you gather and see what can be actionable. Interestingly, as they banned the local fishermen from fishing, they also started hiring out waters for people to do fish farming on a large scale, like
Fish
caging and so forth. There are hundreds of square, I think miles of cage farmers on the lake, and many of them are not indigenous. They're truly Chinese.
Well, there's some work ahead of us.
We have here on the side of fishing, and those methods of gears whom the government wants, they are so expensive.
So they want each fisherman to go with a certain size of net. That's good. But the problem is that net is too expensive for the ordinary.
There you go.
That you must have a specific size of boat. I was talking to somebody on the fish landing just now. The boat alone may cost up to 3 to 5 million shillings.
Yeah. The good size whom they want.
Okay, well that's a whole story that to be exposed, and we need that story taken up by not.
In fact, so rigidly that they armed soldiers on the lake deliberately with patrol boats and armed to keep away the fishermen from fishing. But at the same time, large parts of those waters are actually farmed out by entrepreneurs.